This episode is brought to you by Only the Real Entertainment and Media Den Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all patience. I just want to say, man, you got to be thankful. Got to be thankful for what you have. In the midst of me trying to record the show, had some major technical difficulties, but we here. Speaking of being thankful, I want to shout out the Las Vegas Aces and becoming the first back-to-back women's champions in the last 20 years, as y'all seen in my previous clip on Instagram. The league is rather young, so that's groundbreaking for them. Hopefully they could go for a three-peat. Miss Wilson, hey girl, let me stop playing. She finishes with 24.16 rebounds and the finals MVP. Congratulations to her. The WNBA will continue to grow, man, and I'm super excited for the future, as I most definitely went over with you guys, in the prior episode. So shout out to all the girls hooping, man. Y'all are supremely skilled. I pray you guys continue to move, the league forward, which I know you guys would do. Big shout out to the Aces. Hopefully I could come three-peat and we could really make some history in the league, you know what I mean, and have a dynasty in our hands that we're watching, led by a black woman. But we're gonna get off of that. So peep me, y'all. I'm a big dude, I ain't got no shame in my game. Raymond Felton, however, my brother in Christ, I don't know what game y'all playing. It looks like old Knicks scrimmage. Somebody got an and one, and you look like you haven't worked out in at least 6 months. What's going on, my brother in Christ? If you don't know, Raymond Felton did play for the Knicks, played for a few teams, actually. But really, he was storied in college. I want to say he played for UNC, if I remember correctly. And he did. He played for UNC. That's why I do remember him from mostly. Not even 40 yet. He was born in 84, so you're 39. You turned 39 June 26th. My brother, I wasn't going to get on here and talk crazy because you're a former professional athlete, but you spent 14 years in the league. We've seen a lot of guys gain weight after they retire. You bounced around from the Bobcats, Knicks, Nuggets, Blazers. Then you came back to New York. I didn't even know about your tenure in Dallas. I remember your tenure with the Clippers, and you played for the Thunder for 2 years, featuring Westbrook in that crazy, phenomenal years that he had. Take care of yourself, King. Like they clowning you here on Twitter, but I ain't you. Yeah, you're right, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've seen Shaq at 50, in his 50s. I believe he's 51 now. Get in supreme shape. So I definitely you don't need to get in shape like that, but you just look like you let everything go, or maybe you need to sit and talk to somebody and there's some depression, or maybe you just wanted to let yourself go. But in either way, I want to see you take care of yourself, dog. Get right. You wilding out here. You wilding out here. Hey, so, Dream. Hey, man, listen. Kev is hilarious with these topics. Did the Dream freak out the Greek freak? That is hilarious. So Twitter is clowning Giannis. Apparently he went to Hakeem Olajuwon this summer to work on his footwork as well as his post game, as well as other people have done so in the past. Most notably Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul. So I'm looking at this clip right now. He tries to draw a foul and it didn't pan out his way. And what is this second clip that you got here? Oh yeah, Gilbert Arenas. He's been on Hakeem Olajuwon's neck because Hakeem Olajuwon reportedly charges $50,000 to do a private workout with him, and Gilbert Arenas' stance is that the post moves is outdated, and that you kind of really don't need to go to Hakeem Olajuwon, and he calls this one move that he did against the Lakers a travel. It doesn't look like a travel to me. I'm gonna watch it one more time here. So what he does is he grabs it. Okay, he shuffles his feet in the beginning, but he kept his pivot. He kept his pivot after that. But to start the dribble, he most definitely um, shuffled his feet. But it's all right. It's all right. It takes time. That was his first. This is his first preseason. After working with Hakeem Olajuwon. So there's that. James Harden. I feel like I've been beating you up this whole summer, bro. Listen, Harden, I get it. Nobody wants to be lied to, especially by somebody who you cared about as a Daryl Morey, who's done everything in his power in Houston to keep you happy and to keep you great for those 9 years. You wanted Dwight, he got you Dwight. You wanted CP, he got you CP. You wanted Westbrook, he got you Westbrook. Anything that he could obtain to please you or to make the Rockets more competitive at that point in time, he did. He did his job. Now you could have possibly lied. You did take a pay cut last season in order to get better pieces around you and Joel. You guys failed. And you looked. All right, let's call it spade a spade. You looked horrible, bro. In the closeout game, you looked like you didn't know what was going on. So I'm pretty sure ownership and management say, hey, we're not giving this guy the max. I know what you told him, but we're not giving this guy the max. So he opts into his player option because they weren't going to give him an extension beyond that. So he's upset. He goes to China and calls him a liar in front of people on the mic. You're in the club having a sign that says Daryl Morey is a liar. You haven't played any preseason game. I heard Tyrese Maxey say on the JJ Redick podcast that you did come into practice once and you kept it professional. You were talking to the guys and whatnot, but you didn't show up to practice, right? And the reports are that you are in Houston. I don't know if you're at V Live. I don't know if you're running into a few select women. Good Lord, women in Texas, boy. Wouldn't blame me if you are. I actually would blame you, but I wouldn't blame you, wink, wink, if you are. If that's what you're doing. If you have E-Live doing whatever you're doing, or if you have Strip Club doing whatever you're doing, or just living life, Houston, play 9 huge years in your life. That's where you establish your generational wealth. However, you look very unprofessional, and this is essentially your 3rd time quitting on a team. You're 34 years old, my brother in Christ. You will get Allen Iverson. You will get Carmelo Anthony. And somebody who is on the team that you want to go to, the Los Angeles Clippers, who is almost out of the league outside of his resurgence with the Clippers, Russell Westbrook. Everybody was talking about he would almost be out the league. You quit on 3 franchises and 3 owners. They all in cahoots with each other. I got news for you, brother. You're not getting an extension, especially with the way that you're conducting yourself on, this 3rd time in a row, as well as you just being 34 years old. You're not an MVP caliber player no longer, but you're an all-star caliber player, right? We're not going to treat you like you're a bum. But at a certain point in time, I should say, is it really worth it? Is it really worth the drama that will come if you're unhappy? Which is why teams around the league aren't, foaming at the mouth to come and get you. They know what you now come with. The word is now out. So you can either stay professional for the year in Philly, because clearly the Clippers, they want you, but they don't want you that bad. They want a 1st-round pick, 1st-round swap, and Terrence Mann in terms of the 76ers. That's what they want. And they're not trying to give up Terrence Mann. They're essentially saying that Terrence Mann has more upside than what you are currently bringing. That's what they're saying. That's what the word around the league is. You're a rental, and you may contaminate the professionalism of the locker room. That's just the word around the league, my brother. You come in, you do what you got to do. I know you don't care about fines. You've made hundreds of millions of dollars in this league, as well as your deal with Adidas. Come hoop, man. Come hoop. Jordan Poole. You go crazy. Dropped 41 against the Knicks. It was going insane. It's good. Yeah, he's probably my scoring title pick, but he had a deplorable game literally last night. This topic actually was supposed to be from Thursday. So he goes for 41, super efficient. And then he bounced back last night. He goes 7 points, 1 for 15, 0 for 6. And that's just gonna be what's going on with you, right? That's what I kind of expected from you, to have sporadic performances. You're a jump shooter. You can get to the rim at will, but mainly you are a jump shooter. But sometimes you can get very, very streaky and end up with those 41 like you ended up with. And now you already have your teammates, Denny Adviha. I'm sorry if I botched your name, my brother. I'm not too familiar with you. So one thing I want to get straight up to the Wizards teammates, if you guys ever listen to this, listen. Jordan Poole, I've seen him multiple times look off Stephen Wardell. Stephen Curry is getting looked off by Jordan Poole. You can't possibly think you about to get the rock, Denny. You can't possibly. The greatest shooter ever. He's looking him off because his confidence is just sky. You can't possibly think you about to get the rock from him. No way. No way. Anyways, got a super long episode for you guys. We're going to get into real talk right quick. Opening night. Again, I'm probably going to revisit this or not, But I just want to get into my expectations of the Eastern and Western Conference. On the West, I do think it's a 3-horse race. The Nuggets, the Lakers, and the Suns. Everybody else, it ain't looking too good for y'all, man. I'm going to keep this. All right, man. Listen, you got the Grizzlies. John Morant is out for 25 games. Yes, you have Marcus Smart and Derrick Rose, who's played in countless big games, as well as the Steven Adams, who's played in big games as well. Blazers are young. Dallas, I don't think they have enough defense around Luka and Kyrie. Houston is still building. Sacramento will be Sacramento. I believe in De'Aaron Fox. I believe in Sabonis. I believe in their playoff experience, as well as Malik Monk. Still won't be enough. Golden State, I have zero belief in them as well, even though I think Steph and Chris Paul will definitely figure it out. Clay seems to be disgruntled with him not getting the extension done. That's very telling. Draymond Green is Draymond Green. He's going to give you what he gives you. He's going to give you some boards, give you some points, not too many. But he's going to provide excellent defense, excellent IQ, excellent help defense. Kevon Looney is going to board up. I don't think it's going to be enough. Who else we have out here? The Clippers. Westbrook finally had a training camp with the guys, and his leadership looks to seem like it's rubbing off. Kawhi seems to be healthier. Paul George seems to be healthier, as well as those protocols in place for at least one of them to play on a nightly basis to refrain from low management. Still, I don't think that's going to be enough to affect either one of the three. Pelicans, Ingram seems disgruntled. Zion Williamson, he's going to start off half of the season playing. Will he play more than half of the season? We don't know. And I think I pretty much covered the gist of the Western Conference, man, unless I'm forgetting some people. But it's a wrap for y'all, man. It's a wrap for y'all. Minnesota, I forgot about Minnesota. I I don't see it. And I love you. You seen what I was talking about when you were in USA doing what you're doing. Don't see it. OKC is still building. It's a three-man race. All right, the East, two-man race. Celtics and the Bucks. 76ers, even though Embiid is going to do what he do, pretty sure he's going to average 30 again. Therese Maxey is a dog. Tobias Harris is a savvy vet. PJ Tucker knows how to win defensively. Harden isn't happy. I don't know what they get in return for Harden. And you have to think they lost Ben Simmons as well as James Harden. Embiid can't be too happy. I don't know what his locker room presence is like. But either way, either how, I don't believe it. You guys haven't made it past the second round. And you're losing an all-star caliber player in James Harden. So I definitely won't believe you're making it past the second round. You guys know how I feel about my Heat. We ain't gonna talk about it. Y'all go watch the other one. Don't piss me off with that. We can forget the Heat. Hawks, no. Charlotte, no. New York Knicks, yes. They can hoop. Jalen Brunson is a dog. Julius Randle, I hope he gets his attitude right and gets his mind right. He can come and go at certain spurts. Brooklyn Nets, no. Who else are we talking about here? Chicago, no. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Man, listen, it's a two-man race in the East. So, what I want to do, got a long episode today. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to pull up on y'all with a new episode. I'm finna double whammy y'all. I'm finna get to my predictions for the year, which includes MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved, etc. All the awards. We're going to have a special show for y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I don't even know what dropped yesterday. I was so pissed, so I can't even discuss music with y'all really quick. But I really wanted to get this episode, man. I appreciate y'all for holding it down for your boy. Shout out to y'all. We'll see y'all very, very, very soon. I'm out.
Like and subscribe to Real Hoops everywhere for all of our content. Click the notification bell to stay up to date with every single new release. That way you don't miss a beat when we got everything going on for you that has everything to do with hoops. Tap in and show love.